Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sallystampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my Sentimental Swirls stylish box. This is actually part of another blog hop. Crikey, I've done 3 now. 2 last month, 1 this month. They are fabulous fun. In fact, and I also have an Instagram hop, an Insta hop that I took part in as well. So yeah, all about the hopping. This is a beautiful box. I've actually made the lid the same depth as the base just for a change, and just added a tiny splash of colour, but I think this is just gorgeous, even if I do say so myself. I love the bright magenta madness against the basic black. I think it's really pretty, and I would be more than happy to receive a gift in this box, or even just this box, to be honest. But yeah, so hop over, no pun intended, pop over to my blog, where you will see lots of projects that are actually for this stamp. So this stamp was a million CSV achiever, so million sales from my fabulous upline Sam Pootles, who achieved this, crikey, last year. Like, it feels like a long time ago, but we had to wait for numerous different things. But yeah, so here is her wonderful stamp. It is so Sam, it is so beautiful. So many options. So the hop is actually, everybody has created a project using this stamp, so it's really exciting to see how many people have interpreted the stamp differently. Can't wait. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful box, and it's really simple. So to start off with, you need 2 pieces of cardstock. If you're going to do the same, it needs to be basic black. That are 8 by 8. They're both the same. And then you need to score them both at 1.5. Sorry, that's 20. Did I say 21 by 21 centimeters? I don't remember. And then you have to score them on all 4 sides at 1.5 inches, which is 4 centimeters. But don't forget, when you do your lid, that you need to add a shim. So that's the base, and then I just need to grab a scrap of card for my shim, because I forgot to get one out. Oh, come on. So this is my lid, and I'm now going to score this at 1.5 on all 4 sides. So that's that bit done. Put that away, move this. Okay, so putting my lid over here, I'm going to do the base first. So fold, burnish, cut the tabs, you know the drill. Boxes are boxes, super simple. Cut wedges out of the 4 corners, and then just adhere them. So back in with some adhesive on those tabs. And I do have my little pegs to the rescue. Just to hold this in place while we do, whoops, now, have you sliding out of the way. The last part here, that is my base, so I'm just going to pop that to one side to let it dry. Bring in my lid. So we're going to do the same again. Fold furnish, cut the wedges out, so it's just exactly the same as we did with the lid, with the base, sorry. And then we're not going to adhere the lid just yet because we need to decorate it. So the first thing I'm going to do is remember, again, my lovely heart punch, or if you do have a small circle punch or anything like that that you can use just to take those notches out, it's well worth it. And then I need to add my layers. So I have just jade for this one, so basic white, just jade and black. So my white layer is 4 7/8 by 4 7/8, which is 12.6 by 12.6, and it is just a fraction smaller. Then my just jade is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, which is 12.4 by 12.4. And like I said, it is just a fraction. Now I did the centimetre version, which is literally just 0.2 of a centimetre less. So this is 1/8 of an inch less. The centimetre one, as you can see, I didn't actually stick it down very well, but you can see here, this is how the centimetre version will look. So it's slightly less, but not massive, but you can play around with your bit of a centimetre. I did originally try 0.4 and it was too much, so I just completely took it back to 0.2, and I do actually think that that's quite a nice layer. Okay, so before I do my sticking or anything, I need to do my stamping. So I need my swirl initially, and if you've seen Sam's tutorial on her stamp, you will see that she has said pull this off and just give it just a second to get back to how it should be. Oh, that's a disgusting block. And you can, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there you go. You can actually see the imprint of where I used it. Right, so that's that on there. Then come in with my Versamark and cover this in lovely sticky Versamark, and then I sort of went from the top downwards, press that on, move my rubbish. I was meant to clean my blocks the other day and I completely forgot, and I keep looking at them and I keep thinking they are disgusting. Okay, white embossing powder on my lovely flourish, and then tap it off. Okay, let's put this away and grab my heat tool. Quite nice to have the heat tool out on a cold day. It just warms those fingers up. And then I'm just gently going to heat this up. It gives such a wonderful effect, I think, heat embossing. It just makes things stand out and look, I don't know, so much nicer. I like this as well because you can follow the swirl with your heat gun. Okay, that's that bit done. How pretty is that? And then I'm actually now going to stick this onto my layer here, and this is 4 5/8 of an inch, or 12.2 by 12.2. I'll just lay that in the blinking powder that was on my desk. Right, the heat tool has bent it very slightly, so I'm going to use this the wrong way round, so I'm not doing anything to that heat embossing. There we go. It's got slightly buckled there, but it's okay. Right, so let's get stamping. So I have some white here. I have a couple of my blocks, and I've just used this large flower here and this little one. So on the stamp it is this one and this one. So this large one coordinates with the flowers and leaves punch, and it's the large, no it's not, sorry, it's the small flower here. And this little flower coordinates with the strawberry builder punch, and it's this little flower here. So just jade. So I'm going to go with a couple of these large flowers, and then my small one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, get that out of the way. So I'm now going to slice down there so that I can pop this in. So here. I just need to take that awkward angle off there. So pop. Right, let's pop it on here, and then you can just very gently lower the punch to hold it in place. Just watch your fingers when you've done it. That's that one, and then this one again, pop it in. So there's my other one. So that's that punch done. And then these little ones here, thankfully these are really good because they just rotate, so you can get them to fit whichever way round your paper works. So quite like this one. This one's an easier, slightly easier to do. And I've just realised that I was meant to use some of this white for my sentiment, so I'm going to have to just grab a bit more of that. And this is a very loud punch, isn't it? You can tell I haven't used it a great deal, I think that's the problem. There we go. Right, those are the flowers done. So I'm just going to quickly grab some white for my sentiment. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stick my flowers on. So the two large ones, you can just simply fold the leaves up just to give them a bit more of a 3D effect. Excuse me, a little frog today. And that will stick on your lid. And then these small ones, to give those a bit more of a 3D effect, pop them in the palm of your hand, use your scoring tool, the larger end, and just kind of work a small bit in the centre, and it's amazing how quickly they just seem to fold the way they should. It's almost magic. Can't beat a little bit of magic when you're crafting. Okay, and again these are just going to be adhered with some glue dots, so one on there, that one at the top, that one just there, and one more which will just sit underneath there. And then, oh yes, beautiful square gems. Hardly used these either, and it was quite ironic because I picked the Magenta Madness initially and thought, yes, that will work wonderfully. And then I was trying to decide what second colour I could use. And it wasn't until I thought I'll go with some, I thought I'll go with Granny Apple Green, but I wasn't sure if that would be too bright. But then I thought, oh, I know, Just Jade. And then stupidly, I actually went to my embellishments and found the hexagons that go with the Abstract Beauty Suite. And I thought, yes, they'll work nicely. And then I realised that these have Just Jade in them too. So back to this one. I thought that's great because they coordinate as well. Right, so happy birthday sentiment. Obviously stamped in Just Jade to go with it all. And I have also realised I haven't got my card out for that. What? Honestly. So I've just stamped that and trimmed it. And then I'm just going to leave, oh no, I don't need that, do I? I just need a little bit of my basic black and a little bit of Jade, where are you? There it is. I'm so glad I keep these little scraps, they're just perfect. So I did this by eye. To be honest, I kind of looked at what I had on the box and I did it by eye. Too much there, I think. And then again, I don't know if I needed to put this on another bit of basic black because you can't really see it, but equally I felt I wanted to. And hey, it's my box, so I'll decorate it however. Yes, happy with that. Couple of dimensionals. And then pop that just at the bottom there. And I'm going to use my Seal Plus just for the quickness of this now, because you just want to see the finished project. I'll put these together. And in my base, take these pegs off and then pop my lid on onto my box, and there you go. There they are. Sentimental Swirls Stylish Blog. Hope you like them. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon, and don't forget to go and have a hop. See you soon. Bye.